be stuffing ourselves with a smorgasbord of specialities, starting with S. Salivating at the spread are the estimable Chris McCausland. The esteemed Jimmy Carr. The esoteric Jen Brister. And especially Alan Davies Esquire. And their buzzers are a spectacular selection of symphonies. Chris goes. Isn't that lovely?
Oh, way too classy for me.
Do you know who it is?
No.
Strauss. Blue Danube. Right, who's up next? Jimmy goes. Beginning with S.
Strings.
I mean, Shostakovich. Jen goes. Sanson. It's the swan from the Carnival of the Animals.
Oh, so close.
Alan goes.
Oh, more like it.
Right, to start with the Randy Scandi, the word smorgasbord is Swedish for sandwich table. So my first question is, what is the secret of a superlative sandwich?
2 guys and a girl.
I mean, fair, I think.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
OK. Anybody else want to... yeah, Chris, yes?
I will go for anything that just doesn't have mayonnaise in it, because it's...
Why?
It's just the devil's spunk, you know. It's just used to hold sandwiches together these days, like a sandwich glue, isn't it? And it's just everywhere. And trying to find one without it's almost impossible.
Oh, so... tell me about it. 2 guys, 1 girl, threesome, same thing.
Jen, what's your favourite sandwich?
2 girls, no guy.
OK, yeah.
Again, it's something I often search on the interweb just to see what's going on. I think I have an answer to the perfect sandwich. I think I know genuinely what this might be.
OK.
French toast. I think if you do a bit of French toast and then anything in that sandwich...
It's going to work for you.
I'm a big fan of the Monte Cristo.
What is the Monte Cristo?
It's Gruyere cheese, it's turkey, ham, French toast, powdered sugar. It's a delight.
The powdered sugar caught me by surprise at the end there.
With the Gruyere cheese.
Is that what you call it in your house?
Yeah.
A little wrap of powdered sugar on the top. Let's get this party started.
Apparently, the secret of a great sandwich is to sit on it. Oh. So... Paul Hollywood, who I know a little bit, his favourite is a bacon butty, and he told Good Housekeeping that he sits on it to make them thin.
Is that why it's called a butty?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to picture the scene.
Yeah.
Is it in a sandwich bag? Is he nude? Is there a tea towel between? I mean, how's he set it up?
Yeah, so there was a woman called MFK Fisher. She's widely considered the best food writer in the 20th century. And her favourite sandwich was called the railroad. So it's a flattened sourdough baguette, and it's got, I'm afraid, homemade mayonnaise. Chris, I can only apologise. Dijon mustard, and then ham and jack cheese, which I think you would like very much. But anyway, what she used to do, she used to wrap hers in plastic and then sit on it, because she said it warmed it up very slightly as well.
Doesn't it get sweaty?
Well,
what you've just described is a sweaty ham and cheese sandwich that's been sat on by a woman.
Yeah.
Now, I want one.
That is a Google search.
So who invented the sandwich?
Oh, it's the Earl of Sandwich, isn't it?
Oh, it isn't. We've said it before, telling it no. So that's the Earl on the right, the 4th Earl of Sandwich. He can take credit for fizzy drinks. He was the 4th Earl of Sandwich and the 1st Lord Commissioner of the Admiralty, and he backed the English chemist Joseph Priestley to invent a system for making carbonated water for the Navy. He thought it would cure scurvy. I mean, it didn't, but Priestley did invent carbonated water, which he first published his method in 1767.
Wow.
Why did they need carbonated water?
Well, you've got to have something with your scotch, I think, is the way forward.
OK.
No, they thought it would cure scurvy.
I went to Japan a couple of years ago and they had scotch and soda. They're so crazy about scotch and soda. They had it on draft at, like, -2 degrees. It was...
Is it pre-mixed?
Yeah, pre-mixed, on draft, Scotch and soda.
They make their own scotch by the billions of gallons, don't they? So
Yeah,
is
they do.
Is it relatively inexpensive?
Well, no, they make some of the best scotches in the world. You know, Hibiki 30 is like one of the greats, but... Yeah, they're very into it. Because they bought the barrels from Scotland in the 70s when the Scottish business was on its arse. So they've got all the good barrels.
But they can legitimately call it Scotch.
They just call it... to be honest, they just call it whiskey. They call it Japanese whiskey. It's,
OK,
yeah, it
fine.
is, to be fair. Anyway, longest recorded sandwich, over 2/5 of a mile long. 735 metres. It was made in Beirut in 2011. Chicken, lettuce, tomato and pickles, in case you're wondering. And they invented a special oven to put it so the dough could cook really slowly.
That feels like a fundraiser.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser. Apparently, we are eating more and more sandwiches, according to the British Sandwich Association.
There's nothing bleaker than a British sandwich, is there?
Is
Honestly, is it? You go to any other country, you go to Denmark and they've got these beautiful open sandwiches. You go to America, they have to put, like, poles in it to keep it together. Do you know what I mean? They like stake these things, and then you get this. You go into like a service station or something in this country, and you're just like, this is bleak kind of crayfish and rocket kind of.
Oh, and do you know what makes me very, very gross? Right, you see.
It's whatever you're thinking of now.
It's when they put the filling just in the middle.
In the middle, and then there's nothing on the outside.
I don't like a sandwich when you bite in the front and all the insides are making a break for it out the back.
Yeah,
I don't like one of those.
You know the secret to avoid that? You've got to sit on the sandwich first.
Yes. The British Sandwich Association, anybody who's ever hosted a corporate is going to feel jealous. They have an annual awards ceremony. They're called the Sammies.
Oh.
The Sammies.
Yeah. In 2020, I can tell you, the new Sandwich Award, hot category, was won by Deli Light's Irish Stout Pastrami.
Oh.
Putting it out there.
I do like
pastrami. In Denmark, because they love to eat a bit of fat, there is an open sandwich called a fiddeman med knappenåler, and what it is, it's a piece of rye bread with animal fat, beef dripping, basically, and thick, rough salt. And the rough salt melts into the fat and looks like buttonholes, so it's called a fat food with buttonholes. Honestly, it's delicious. Just say.
Malcolm Gladwell wrote this brilliant essay about McDonald's fries. Because the reason McDonald's was such a huge global hit wasn't really the burgers, it was the fries were the best thing anyone had had in the 1970s. And unfortunately, they were ruined by an American congressman because he had a heart attack and he blamed it on the fries and he thought, because they cook them in beef tallow, they're bad for you. So he said, cook them in vegetable fat, much better for you. Turns out he was absolutely wrong, but his campaign got McDonald's to change the way they cook their fries so they're no longer as delicious.
Oh, wow.
Well,
why are we not eating? Let's get some takeout.
What would happen if we ordered a takeaway and asked them to deliver it to the set? Would they do it?
Yes, they would.
Shall we see if they can get it here in time? What do you fancy? I'd like chips.
I'd like to try a milkshake.
Have you not
You'd
had
like
a
to try a milkshake?
I haven't had a milkshake since I was about 10.
I should know this from watching kids' TV, but what's the address of the BBC?
W1A, 1AA. For God's sake, make sure there's no mayonnaise.
Yeah, it's OK. Hang
OK.
on, we're just putting the order in.
Sidling on to our next snack. How many sausages does it take to change the world? Yes, Chris!
3.
That's a good answer.
1 to hold the world and 2 to turn the ladder.
Extra point.
Unless it's a German sausage, in which case it's 1 because they are most efficient.
OK, so Germany is a good place to head towards.
Was there a fight over a sausage?
We are talking about the Reformation, which changed the face of Europe forever, and some of it due to sausages. In Switzerland, the main debate about the Reformation was whether or not you could eat sausages during Lent. So the Catholic Church had banned sausages in 320 because they said they were associated with pagan festivals. And Emperor Leo the Wise, he banned blood sausages and ruled that anybody caught eating or selling them should be beaten, exiled, have their property confiscated, and have all their body hair shaved off.
Feels like his mind wandered at the end there.
Yeah. Anyway, 1522, in an act of defiance, a dozen priests, printers and tradesmen met in a Zurich workshop and ate 2 sausages between them. And this was radical, absolutely radical. And one of the priests, Huldrych Zwingli, he wrote a sermon called On Choice and Freedom of Foods, defending what they'd done and said that the New Testament did not forbid eating sausages. And there was fighting. There was fighting between his supporters on this and his opponents. There were vigilantes trying to find him, to kidnap him and bring him in front of the bishop. But it took less than a year for all of these rules to be abolished in Zurich, and the Reformation soon spread to the rest of Switzerland. Had it not been for this meeting where they ate 2 sausages, that might not have happened.
Wow.
I know! Why might you associate botulism with sausages?
Because that's where it all started. Did it start in a sausage?
Yeah. Botulus is Latin for sausage.
You know Botox?
Yeah.
Does that come from botulism?
Yes, darling, it absolutely does. So there was a doctor called Justinus Kerner, and he is the person who worked out how these meats were becoming contaminated. He did the first clinical description of what's called the botulinum toxin. He became known as Wurst Kerner, sausage Kerner.
So who was the guy in the 70s, some guy in LA presumably, that came up with injecting in the face?
Because they used to inject it in the bladder for incontinence. And
Yeah.
so they probably went, if you can freeze that, then you can freeze,
freeze the forehead
this,
as
you
well.
know? And what better thing to freeze when you're an actor than the part of your body you need to use the most, your face?
I would look surprised now if I could.
Do you know what allantoid means?
I don't know what allantoid means. I dread to think.
Sausage-shaped.
Does it?
Yeah, that's sweet.
Noted.
What about chipolata?
Little sausage.
Well, it's weird, actually. It means contains onions. So cipolla, onion, but they don't have onions.
Hi, is that Deliveroo?
Yeah.
Hello? Have you got my delivery? Hello? Yeah. Hello? Dude, this is the bit where you talk. Yeah, hello? OK, hang on.
Where is he on your little map?
We're still doing the show, yeah?
I'm so happy. Why did it never occur to me to order food during the... I'm so happy.
I can't believe Jimmy brings his phone with him onto the set. I mean, I know he's needed it this time.
Yes, well, you never know, do you?
You've done QI before. Sometimes I Google stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go, what does chipolata mean?
Yeah.
I'll pretend to be taking a phone call, sneaky little glance. Yeah.
But my phone talks, mate. Everyone would know I'm doing it. Has Chris got someone under the desk?
Right, moving on. How would you respond if a South African said, buy a donkey?
I'd just probably buy a donkey. Buy a donkey. OK, not a problem.
So what you should respond to buy a donkey is you is welcome, because it sounds like buy a donkey, but it's identical to the Afrikaans phrase, which means thank you very much.
So, phonetically, buy a donkey.
Buy a donkey, yeah.
Buy a donkey.
Yeah. So there's a number of phrases that you can say in English which have very different meanings in other countries. So, Chris, I want you to spell the word socks out loud.
S-O-C-K-S.
OK, so S-O-C-K-S is Spanish for that's really what it is. Isn't that cool?
That's not even real.
Yeah.
S-O-C-K-S.
Yeah.
S-O-C-K-S.
S-O-C-K-S.
We really need to work on the accent.
It's good, isn't it? It's my
I'm doing a
cunt.
lot with the hands.
I did not know that. S-O-C-K-S.
Yes.
I'm going to tell my mum.
Is she Spanish?
Yeah, I've got a Spanish mum.
Fantastic.
S-O-C-K-S.
OK, so, Alan, do you want to read the next one out?
Yellow blue tibia.
Yeah, yellow blue tibia is...
Yellow blue tibia.
Yellow... Yes.
Yellow blue tibia.
Yes.
It's
What-
Russian. It means yellow blue tibia.
No,
It's the leg bone. It's a funny colour. Yellow blue tibia.
it's Russian for I love you.
Yellow
Oh,
blue
yellow
tibia.
blue
Yellow blue
tibia.
tibia.
Yellow blue
Yellow blue tibia.
Tibia. But you wouldn't forget it, would you? You'd go, oh, yeah, I've got that. Right, let's try this one. Jen, give this one a go.
Johnny Marr.
Johnny Marr, guitarist in the Smiths.
Is this some sort of rhyming slang?
No, it's I'm fed up in French.
What?
Johnny Marr.
Johnny Marr.
Johnny Marr, I'm fed up.
Sets up the Smiths, doesn't it?
So perfect, isn't it? Yeah. Heaven knows I'm miserable now. Johnny Marr.
Marr. I quite like this one. This next one is cocks taste good. In
And where's this from?
Estonia, it means 12 months.
Cocks taste good. How long have you been here? Cocks taste good. No, but really, how long have you been here?
Let's do another Spanish one. Do you speak Spanish, Jen?
I understand it.
OK, try this one.
I meant to kill you.
It's Spanish.
Oh, it's Irish for attempted murder.
Is there butter in Spanish?
Ay, mantequilla. Oh, I meant to kill you. I mantequilla.
Mantequilla.
OK, yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
I
And this
can't
one?
believe it wasn't murder.
I know, right? I love these. I think they're really wonderful.
So
And
clever.
in 1967, an American actor called Louis Van Rooten, he released a book called De Goose Ram. It's a collection of work that looks like ancient nonsense poems in French, but when you read out, they sound like English nursery rhymes with a really strong French accent.
OK.
But have a look at this and see what you can make of it. Jen, do you want to read that out?
Un petit d'un petit, c'est un osal, un petit de de fall.
OK, so let's have a listen to a French speaker doing the whole thing and see if you can guess what is the English nursery rhyme that is in fact being said here.
Un petit d'un petit s'étonne aux halles. Un petit d'un petit, à degré te faille. Indolent qui ne sort cesse, indolent qui ne se mène. Qu'importe un petit, tout gai de regaine.
Well, if you didn't know it till the end, you got it then.
Together again.
It is, in fact, Humpty Dumpty, done with nonsense French. Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
Here's a few more linguistic oddities. If you say, yes, we can see, that is the word yes in 4 different languages.
Yes, we can see.
English, French, Hebrew and Spanish.
Never said that.
No.
If you,
No, that's fair. That's fair, actually.
if you say my name in a Jamaican accent, it's Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica.
Jamaica, but only if you do a Jamaican accent, weirdly.
Am I right, Jen, that some Spanish speakers have trouble pronouncing the S at the front of English words, that they will add a vowel sound at the front, like, sorry?
Yes, so when, for example, my mum says pretty much any word that begins with the letter S, she'll put an E in front of it. So, sandwich, soup, my brother's name, Steven.
Seriously, she named her child something she...
She can't actually say my brother's name, yeah. it's Stephen. Steven. It's just Stephen. Steven. Leave it, never mind. But what is interesting, even though my mum does struggle with saying, like, Steven, she can't say it. In Spanish, sopa, she can say that. That's soup in Spanish.
Yeah,
Sopa,
no
no
problem.
problem. But if she has to say soup, it's soup.
It's too much.
It's too much for her.
How can you make yourself understood in another country without any words at all?
Pointing and shouting
Shout
in English.
They're very loud. 2019, researchers at the University of California in Berkeley asked 50 people to vocalise certain feelings, and then they asked more than 1,000 people to explain what it was that they'd heard, and it gave us a map of 24 distinct human emotions which can be conveyed without words. So, what we're going to do, each panellist has got a couple of emotions we want you to convey without words, and see if anybody can work out which ones they're doing. Chris, I believe that you've been told yours in advance.
I have, and luckily enough, they're the 2 that I've got, because my wife says that I've got, like, 3 less emotions than what Facebook allows me to react to posts with. So luckily
try
they...
yours with no words, then. 2 emotions.
Anger, frustration.
Anger, yeah. And the other one?
Oh, well, the first one was a home defeat for Liverpool, and the second was a draw.
Obviously, I'm miles off the money with this one, aren't I?
You quite like it?
Yeah.
Mild approval. Is that the emotion?
Amusement.
Mild amusement.
Amusement.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you need to do a little...
Jimmy, have you got a card with yours on? Have you been told what they are?
Are we doing them sequentially, or I'm going to conflate the 2?
I mean, I'd do them both together if you can.
What's Frankie Howard?
Constipated and aroused. Constipated while aroused.
The aroused thing is heading in the right direction.
I don't know. It's upsetting when you get eye contact with me.
He was doing desire and negative surprise.
Negative surprise.
Well, I think it's like Kenneth Williams, isn't it? He would... matron. And there would be a slight...
Right, Jen, you got 2?
I'm going to do them separately. I don't think I'm not going to conflate.
Because that didn't work, did it?
Yeah. All right, here we go. First one.
Kenneth Williams again, isn't it?
Is Wallace or Gromit an emotion?
Honestly.
It's one of the 2, isn't it?
No, I didn't give it my all. I was you were distracting me.
What? By sitting here looking?
Yes.
What have I done?
You're still
peripheral
conflating
vision.
somehow.
Appeared to be swallowing a Brussels sprout.
No, I'll do it again.
Wow.
No, wait, that's not it. Hang on,
somebody
last one.
covering
Last
up
time.
apart.
What my dog
last
does
one.
when she can't get out the back door. You've made a terrible mistake.
Close.
Yeah, close. It's embarrassment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Second one. Here we go. This one you'll definitely get. Huh?
What?
Confusion.
Yes, confusion is exactly right. Very well done. Alan?
Mind, I've got... No, OK. Oh!
Disgust?
Yes! I haven't been cast in anything for 5 years.
This is all you need. This
This is the moment I can make a comeback.
This is your moment, Alan.
Right, one more, Alan.
OK, here we go.
Ecstasy.
Yes!
Oh, my goodness.
Are you guys a couple?
In another life, Jimmy.
Another life.
Definitely.
Right. Speaking of not speaking, why do fascists hate subtitles?
Is it something to do with the fact that the rhythm and the volume and the tone and the general noise and the performance of the speech and this is more important, really, than what's actually being said?
Well, I certainly think that is...
So it's kind of an emotional journey.
That's not the downfall thing, is it?
Yeah.
You know, that video of the famous scene from Downfall.
Yes, in the bunker.
Where he's sort of slapping the table and going 999, and then they've done the subtitles
For everything.
Everything.
Yeah, my favourite one, it's Doncaster Rovers have lost at home.
So let's just step it back a bit. Some countries nearly always subtitle foreign language films, and others nearly always dub. It's partly a cost issue, so it is actually much more expensive to dub than it is to do subtitles, obviously. But in Europe, Germany, Spain, France and Italy all decided to dub, and certainly it would be better for fascists, because you can control what is being said. But you can replace it with whatever you choose, say whatever message you like. It doesn't have to be the same as in the original language. But
if you listen to any Spanish show, particularly when I was growing up, I'd go to my grandmother's house. I think everything was dubbed by two people. The female actress would play her son, but she'd also play the mother, but she'd also play the grandmother. And you just see this woman was like absolutely knackered by the end of the one scene if there was 3 female characters in it, because she'd play all of them.
I think I prefer subtitled TV on the basis that I don't distract myself. I could be watching my favourite show and I'll look at my phone halfway through. I mean, I'm looking at my phone now and I'm on the show. Yeah. I do it a lot. Whereas when it's subtitles and you don't speak the language, you really have to focus, and you kind of find TV's actually very enjoyable when you're passive.
Paying attention.
And so I think when I watch, Call My Agent or something, I just go, well, this is terrific.
I love it, because by the end of Call My Agent, you think, well, I could run France now. I've totally got this. I've entirely understood every word.
How tough could it be?
Did you watch The Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that I was missing something.
Yeah.
Because there's this Danish-Swedish thing going on, I kept feeling that I'm missing something in the way they're speaking to one another, or references they're making, or their attitude to one another.
Yeah, absolutely. There are nuances.
What's the dynamic between the Swedes and the Danes? Who looks down on who?
Oh, it depends. I mean, I'm Danish, and it would not be for me to say that the Swedes are really very drunk people. It would not be for me.
a nation of alcoholics. You wouldn't want to label them.
I wouldn't want to label them in any way. That would be a very...
Nude alcoholics.
Nude alcoholics, everywhere. Been lots of wonderful subtitling errors. BBC Breakfast, Chroma, famous for its crap instead of crab. BBC Breakfast Report from Wimbledon, we might be bad at some things in the UK, but we're good at killing instead of queuing. Coverage of the Queen Mother's funeral. We'll now have a moment's violence for the Queen Mother.
That's a very good idea. We'll have a minute's violence.
Chris, have you ever used the system for visually impaired viewers, the audio description?
Yes, so that's like our equivalent, isn't it? They fit in description in the gaps of dialogue, but they feel the need to fit it in every single gap. There's just no pausing for breath, because they go, what can we put in this gap? Let's tell them he's turned around. Well, let's tell him he shut the door. I heard the door close.
Let me give you my favourite examples from Channel 4's Naked Attraction. So it's a show, I've never seen it, the lovely Anna Richardson presents, and gradually she reveals the naked bodies of...
They're doing a celebrity version. I could get you on.
Oh, no, I'm good.
They're not. Shut up!
I totally believed you.
It's only a question of time,
I totally
isn't it?
believed you.
Wow.
It's only a question of time we get that phone call.
They gradually reveal the naked body of the studio guest to a chooser who picks one to take on a date.
Oh, we've seen it, Sandy.
Oh, I haven't seen it. So the chooser in this instance was Brian. Anna Richardson. Can we please see the bottom half of the bodies? Audio description. Wearing a colourful patterned shirt, babyface Brian gulps as the outer shells start to rise. Fingers pressed to his mouth, Brian scans the lineup of well-landscaped lady gardens.
Well, I like that.
They've got tulips growing.
Well, landscape is lovely.
Wow.
You don't want it overgrown. You don't want the council coming in every 2 years. You want it properly kept.
Everyone likes a patio.
Wow.
We've actually got a subtitle from QI. Let's have a quick look. I feel like I'm giving out top tits now, is what it says.
Did you know if you go onto Pornhub, there is an audio-described section on Pornhub?
Oh, my...
Which
Seriously?
Yeah. I had a look just to see, just out of
Just
curiosity.
for research.
Obviously, I mean,
I understand, for research.
can't go blinder, mate. When audio description first came out, it was introduced on DVDs. And it was there so you can watch the film on your own and not miss anything that's happening. On DVDs, fantastic, brilliant idea. But you had to be able to see the menus to turn it on, didn't you? So...
Well, there's a school for the blind near us, and they've got Braille underneath the sign. And I went, well, who knows to press there?
There are places that put Braille on, like, emergency fire exit signs, which means if the fire alarm goes off, you've got to feel every wall.
You're getting warmer. You're getting warmer.
Anyway, here's the thing about dubbing. There's some extraordinary films in which people have not spoken at all that you would think had spoken. Many of the Bond girls in the first 10 Bond films weren't voiced by the actresses who played them.
Well, that's weird. It's not as woke as you think, James Bond, is it?
No, I know. That's strange. It's really wrong.
How are we going to know what the woman's point of view is?
Yes, I know. All of these women were all voiced by a German voiceover artist called Nikki van der Ziel. And in Dr. No, she voiced all of the women's parts, apart from Miss Moneypenny and 3 other very small parts. Wow. One of my favourite singers is somebody possibly nobody's ever heard of, is the person who played all the leads in My Fair Lady and West Side Story, and The King and I, sang for Deborah Carr, sang for Audrey Hepburn. Marnie Nixon is the person who sang all of those parts. She used to be known as the ghostest with the mostest. What's happened about the food?
Oh, yeah, hang on. It's here somewhere. I think it's here. It's been delivered.
At reception, there's stuff in their faces.
Here we go. What's edible, has 25 arms and weighs 12 tons? Oh. Chris.
All 25 members of the Japanese one-armed sumo team.
12 tons is a lot.
That's a shed load, right?
That's a shed load of tonnage.
Yeah, that is...
And
not for a sumo
I don't
team.
want to eat anything that's 12 tons. What?
Well, not a whole one.
No, not at once.
Well, it's a sort of smorgasbord treat that you might find in the desert.
You might find in the desert.
What can you find in the desert?
Cactus?
Cactus, yes, exactly right.
You can eat a
darling.
cactus.
It's the ruby red fruit of the saguaro cactus. It ripens once a year, sort of by late June. You can eat it raw, you can make it into jam, you can make it into wine or syrup, and it tastes like strawberry. And this cactus, the saguaro cactus, is the largest of all cacti. It grows up to 65 feet tall, so that's 20 metres. Weighs as much as 12 tons. It is reputed to live for 200 years and can have more than 25 arms.
Wow.
The astonishing thing about this cactus, 60 feet tall, some of them, the roots are only 4 to 6 inches deep.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Well, how does it fare in a high wind?
It spreads out. They spread out really wide.
Oh.
They spread out as wide as the plant is tall, so they'll go out 60 feet. But even the main taproot is only 2 foot deep, and they grow incredibly slowly. So it could be... if it's 10 years old, it's probably about 1.5 inches high. I mean, they're just really...
Really?
Yeah, like myself. Just taking my diet. Anyway, this is the cutest thing. Saguaro cacti are home to the elf owl.
Oh,
And I'm
little... Oh, look at
the world's smallest.
He's
It's
trapped.
the cutest, tiniest.
It's grown around him over 20 years.
It's the size of a sparrow. And they're so sweet. They pretend to be dead when they're handled because they just go... like that, and they hope the predator will relax its grip.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah. We got that.
Have you ever seen an owl that's been shaved from the waist down? What? Sorry.
Yeah, that's how I like him.
It's had a landscaped lady garden.
Yeah, it's fully patioed. You would not believe how long an owl's legs are.
Why would it be shaved?
I think it was like the owl had been injured and it had needed to have its bottom half shaved in order to...
That's what they said.
But honestly, it's the freakiest thing, because when you see an owl, you just think, oh, there's little feet there, and then this big sort of feathery thing.
They've got really long legs.
Their legs are... They've, like, you've got a head, and then these legs, they just, like... It's the bizarre... Google
the
it.
feathers
You'll
grow
enjoy
back,
it.
then. I never really thought of that.
Yeah, feathers.
So if they lose a feather, a new one will grow.
They will grow back, yeah.
That's amazing.
Slipping along the sideboard now, soffritto is an Italian mixture of chopped carrots, onions and celery used as a base for soups, stews and sauces. But what is suffragette? Yes!
A ninja suffragette.
Is correct.
What?
Is it?
I think I know something about this.
That is hilarious.
So, 18th of November 1910, it was also known as Black Friday.
This is when 2 people got killed, right?
A group of
Outside Parliament.
suffragettes were attacked by the police and 2 women died as a result. And they wanted a way to fight back. And there was a campaigner and martial arts enthusiast called Edith Garrod. And she became the official jiu-jitsu instructor to the Women's Social and Political Union.
And it gets better. It
Yeah.
gets better. They had, like, a hardcore of 30 women who were, like, the shock troops of the suffragettes.
Yeah, they were known as the Amazons.
Yeah, and Emily Pankhurst would give a speech and they would get her out or protect her. So there was a great incident where they got her out of a building in Camden.
Yeah.
And she was wearing a veil and the police eventually managed to wrestle her away and it was a decoy and she was gone.
But these
Like,
women
amazing.
carried clubs under their dresses. I mean, they were very, very, very determined. And there's a marvellous cartoon in Punch magazine of this woman, Edith, standing in front of a group of terrified policemen entitled The Suffragette That Knew Jiu-Jitsu. But I wanted to show you something, show and tell I brought in.
Oh, you're going to do some jiu-jitsu?
Well, so the Women's Social and Political Union was the one that was much more vehement in their approach. You know, they did do fighting and they did blow up post boxes and so on.
The radical arm.
Yeah, they were a radical arm. The National Union of Women's Suffrage Societies, which was started in 1897, was actually the largest. It was the one that was run by Millicent Fawcett. And I bought this at auction not very long ago, but it's the original sign from their offices.
Oh, wow.
It's very cool, isn't it?
That is so
Wow.
cool.
I was so thrilled to have it.
Law-abiding.
They wanted to say that they were law-abiding to distinguish themselves from the people who did jiu-jitsu.
Because the others presumably had some rule breakers.
There were a couple of rule breakers in there. The very first jiu-jitsu teacher of either sex in Europe was a man called Edward William Barton Wright, and he was Edith Garrod's first teacher. He developed his own version of the art using walking sticks. He called it bartitsu. Bartitsu was used by Conan Doyle, so Sherlock Holmes uses it against Moriarty at the Reichenbach Falls. While we're hitting people with sticks, do you know what sluggard wakers are?
Waking people up.
Yeah. Where would you be waking them?
Train.
On the train.
Yeah.
Stop, get off.
No, it's if you fell asleep during Mass. It was especially in the north of England. They were employed by churches. It was usually a woman, the sluggard waker. And...
Love that job.
Yeah. And she
Just
would
go around...
She would hit men with a... If it was a woman...
No.
She would tickle them under the nose with a fox's tail. In Zen Buddhism, there's something slightly similar. If you're meditating and you start to drop off, you could be woken by a thwack from a stick, which is called a kaisaku. I mean, it's just not what you associate with Zen Buddhism, is it?
No, not really.
Yeah. Meditating. All right. Suffragetsu was suffragette jiu-jitsu. And now to some shrewd shortcuts. Some useful S-hacks we found during the course of our research this year. Let's see what you can do with these. So, I have here is one of those little plastic tables that you get from a takeaway pizza. Any thoughts what you might find useful for it?
They always seem like a little dollhouse table, don't they? So
what you can do is cut a little bit of the leg off like that.
Have your eye out there.
Take a mobile phone
Oh, see what you've done there.
and turn it into a stand for a mobile
And
phone.
for a mobile.
Oh, my... You've just saved pounds.
I know!
I mean, this shows... If you're watching this, it's paid for itself, hasn't it?
OK, here we go. This one, I like this one. What we're going to do is we're going to slice this banana into 3 exact pieces using just your fingers. So, here's the trick to it. You put your finger
No, I don't want
through
to.
the top of the banana,
Right.
No, I can't do that.
push it all the way down.
Oh, I very
one
nearly
piece,
had it.
And then you split the other one
I mean, you're an absolute... Who...
into...
where am I putting my fingers?
Are these...
But start at the very top, Chris.
Here?
Yeah, and press down.
Into the banana's urethra.
This is the little...
Sorry, can I ask, are these stunt bananas or do all bananas do this?
All bananas will do this.
I've never thought, you know what I need to do with this banana? I
That's
need
because
this
you've only
in
got
threes.
2 children.
Wow.
I've got 3 children.
Ah, OK.
Right, bananas away.
That's genuinely, I found that not only useful, fun to do.
OK, I've got one more. If you are right-handed and you need to unscrew, OK, a whole lot of screws, it can be very tiring because screwing and unscrewing are done with different muscles in the hand. So when you're screwing in, you go across the top of your arm, Chris, you're using those muscles which are much stronger. When you're unscrewing, you're using the underneath of your arm. That's the pronator teres. It's quite a small muscle. So the trick is to unscrew with your left hand. You will get tired much less quickly because you're using the outer muscles again on your left hand. And therefore, you won't get so tired.
Really? So go in with the right hand, out with the left.
Exactly. Yes.
Or get a little rechargeable screwdriver.
I've learned a lot. Thank you, John. Anyway, those were a few life hacks, and so to the seasoning of our show, the sloppy salmagundi that is general ignorance. Fingers on buzzers, please. What footwear named after their victorious leader did the troops wear at Waterloo?
Well, it's Wellington boots, isn't it?
Only one person was wearing Wellington boots. Who was it?
Wellington.
It was Wellington. So originally, they were commissioned by the Duke to go with what was then a new fashion for trousers rather than breeches. And he ordered them from the shoemaker in April 1815, so at the time of the Battle of Waterloo, June 18th. He was the only person wearing them. They're more like a sort of calf-high leather boot than anything.
And what is the difference between a breeches and trousers?
Breeches would go to the top of your boot, wouldn't they?
Yeah, and trousers all the
go
way down.
inside
So
the
this
boot.
was something you could put your trousers into.
I got some new Wellingtons for Christmas.
Darling, you really have not been out, have you?
I do feel like the fact that I got so much pleasure from them
Is a worry.
it said so much about where I am in my life. I kept talking about them and putting them on and looking for muddy bits of the heath to walk in.
We got a dog over lockdown, as most people did, and we go to Bushy Park, and I can't handle it because it's so uneven that I never know what the next step is bringing, and I haven't got wellies as well, so I'm trying to keep me gripping me at
Wellies,
Adidas.
you can't skimp on wellies. You've got to go all in.
I had a joke years ago, which was who picks up guide dog shit? Maybe you could shed some light.
You just move your hand around until it gets warmer, mate.
Anyway, the British soldiers of the day wore Hessian boots. They were tasselled and decorated and loose-fitting and worn outside the trousers, so they did not wear Wellington boots. And, of course, the Battle of Waterloo was actually a victory over the French for the British and the...
The Germans were on our side, weren't they?
The Prussians, yeah, and other allies as well. And the Prussian, Gerhard Leberecht von Blücher, led an army who all wore shoes named after him. So the answer to the question, what footwear named after their victorious leader did the troops wear at Waterloo? The answer is the Blücher. It was an ankle boot commissioned especially by him for the comfort of the ordinary Prussian soldier. But after the war, the Wellington boot became a sort of patriotic symbol of Britain. I mean, any gentleman worth his salt would wear them, and it became so synonymous with the Duke that by 1830 he was being depicted in cartoons as a Wellington with a head. Wellingtons were originally just Wellingtons. How often can you see Halley's Comet? Oh. Yes.
It comes around every 70 years, doesn't it? But can you see it every time it comes around?
I think I've seen it.
Have you?
Yeah. I'm sure I was at school and Halley's Comet was a really big thing and everyone was going, don't forget to look in the sky
1986?
and see...
Where
that
would
sounds
you
about
be?
right, because I would have been... I wouldn't have been born.
For casting purposes,
For casting
you would not
purposes,
have
I wouldn't have
born.
been alive.
Well, the truth of it, you can see bits of it twice a year. So it appeared in the sky, obviously, 1066, you can see it in the Bayeux Tapestry. The Chinese have references to it even earlier. The main body has arrived on cue every 75 or 76 years since. In fact, both 1835 and 1910 to correspond with the birth and death of Mark Twain, which is a sort of curiosity. It last appeared in 1986. It's due back in 2061. But you can see parts of it twice a year when the debris appears in meteor showers. So the closer the comet flies to the sun, the more of its ice and dust and gas it loses. It's about 1,000th of its mass each orbit, right? So twice a year, the Earth passes through this sort of I don't know what you call it, smear of Comet. Can you say that?
Yeah, so when it goes around the sun, it constantly loses bits of itself.
Yeah.
And over time, that becomes a continuous ring of debris. But Earth passes through that line, doesn't it? That's why you get the meteor showers. And
yes, so in May, you can see the Eta Aquarid meteor shower, and then October, the Orionid meteor shower.
Good knowledge, Chris. I can feel a point coming your way.
Yeah, extra point. Chris, how many tastes are there? Jimmy.
5.
Knowledge.
What knowledge? I mean, I got it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a bad noise.
The clash is not a good thing, Danny.
Oh.
Yeah.
That confused face is really coming in handy, isn't it?
Do you want to redo that? We'll pretend it's just gone off and you go.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Let's do it again. Say 5. Yes. Jimmy.
5.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Until the 20th century, they thought there were only sort of 4 basic tastes. So sweet and sour and bitter and salty.
And then umami.
And then umami. Exactly right. Do you know what it is, umami?
Yeah, the kind of mushroomy...
Yeah, so meaty, savoury. It's actually the taste of monosodium glutamate is the truth.
Yes, I love a bit of MSG. Why are people so down on it?
Anyway, in the 1980s, a Japanese company isolated a new taste called kokumi. And we have specific receptors in our mouths to detect it. And it's a really odd one because it doesn't really taste of anything. The best way to describe it is mouthfulness. It's something that enhances other flavours rather than it tastes nice itself. You can find it in calcium, you find it in yeast. You find it in milt. Anybody know what milt is?
Sounds like the Higgs boson of food, doesn't it? Kind of just...
It's a milky lilt.
Sort of. It's fish semen.
OK, good, I'm out.
Yeah. Or soft roe. Used to eat it on toast in Britain.
Caviar, sort of.
Yeah.
Well, that's more the eggs,
That's
isn't
more
it?
the eggs.
Oh, I've misunderstood the difference between semen and eggs. OK, cool. How would you get hold of... I mean, I understand how you get hold of fish eggs, but how
Start
would you...
by buying them a drink.
Yeah. Apparently you can have it fried or pickled in Japan.
Fish semen?
Yes.
I mean, how much do you get from a fish?
I think it depends on the fish, how excited he is, what magazines you've got.
Wait until you see Pornhub. You won't believe it. Go to the Japanese section. Mind-blowing.
Fish porn.
And on that note, that brings us to the unappetising scraps of the Smorga scoreboard. Squashed right down at the bottom, tonight's bacon botty with -7 is Alan.
Thank you.
In third with -6, it's Jimmy.
Happy with that. Happy with -6.
In second place, a very creditable positive 5 points, Jen.
Oh! I don't even know how I got 5. Stop it.
And in first place, with 6 points, it's Chris. Yes. But tonight, everyone's a winner because Jimmy's food order has just arrived. Where's George with the food? George, bring us up with the food. We have never done this before.
OK, yeah, lovely. Well, we'll take the small one. Is that the prize?
Milkshake.
Oh, it's a
Milkshake.
Got me a milkshake.
Oh, brilliant run.
Why did we never do this before?
Got prize.
It's the most
Prize over
marvellous-
there, I think. You,
Yeah,
Alan
do you
was
want
interested in the
fries?
prize.
Thank you
I'll
so
just
much.
say my thanks to Jen, Chris, Jimmy and Alan. And I'll leave you with this sad sign-off from American novelist Paget Powell. Life is nothing but a sandwich between 2 periods of bedwetting. Good night.